Athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. This is Hines. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Here's Bridgewater.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back when we to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air. And then my favorite, ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them, wiggle, stand your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Carter.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Carter again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Nyheim Hines. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The return man, Ty Johnson.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinator.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kyle Pitts
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Johnson now returning.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. He's got Anderson right side, and he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They go play action. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That's caught left side with tight end Pitts.
Room here to run. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Let it run, and it's picked.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.